वालेकुम अस्सलाम। Audio phone. So this is going to be a short series, and those who will be present on the live stream, even if they watch it back, they'll find some benefits in it. So this is the book basically, The Law of Attraction, written by Michael Losier, and this is the book. It's basically about the secret that is behind the secret. It's a very, you know, you can say very clickbait, but actually some kind of attractive title. And there are many benefits from this book. What we'll be going through is a few benefits from the starting point and kind of the understanding of the law of attraction. We have heard this word, we have heard this phenomena again and again and again. But what does it really mean? Is it something that really is fake or clickbait, or is it something that really exists? But what we're going to be trying to get from this book is the understanding of law of attraction within the reality, within the understanding of reality, and within the understanding of what really law of attraction means, and how it affects your life. Everyone may not believe in this, but there are few number of people who believe in this, and that number, those who believe, they testify to this phenomena, and those who don't believe, because they haven't experienced this in their life, so they don't testify. So the testification of a reality of the truthfulness of this particular phenomena is not just bound to one particular group who believes because they have experienced it, but it's actually that how much of understanding you have about this particular phenomena, the law of attraction. Now, what is the important things in this? That's the main important thing. What is really the main important part of this? So we're going to understand that. So we're going to go through the first few points, and so we're going to discuss this in a minute. I'll just see one thing for the live stream, and then we'll continue. So I think as far as the just do one thing and then we'll move on. So we're done with this one task. Now, the content of the book. So, what is basically the law of attraction? Now, firstly, we're going to understand one important thing. You're already attracting something towards yourself, whether it's positive or negative. That's what we're gonna understand right now. But you're basically attracting something already, whether it's positive or negative. The negative vibration, the positive vibration, it depends upon the kind of life, upon the kind of activities, the kind of priorities that you have in your life. Those are the things which change your vibrations from positive to negative, or vice versa. Now, as far as the law of attraction is concerned, not everyone believes in this. Now, if it turns out to be in your favor, you'll believe in it. And don't think of this law of attraction being the kind of phenomena or it being an entity like God or something. No. What we believe is law of attraction is something like, what you'll say is that you are doing a particular action with all of the things that you can do, all of the things that you are able to do that are within your control, and then you are leaving into the hands of the Supreme, meaning God, or what we call Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the basic belief, that you are doing something which you're in control of, and to the part that you are able to do. And after that, you aren't gonna continue doing that. You're gonna submit to the control and to the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's what we believe. So, for example, if you want to earn money, what you can do is you can do all of the levers that you can control are the ones that are within you, within your control. For example, you can apply for the job, you can give the interview, you can have the best CV, you can have the best skills, you can be a better person, you can show your skills, and you can have better communication skills, you can be socially much more acceptable. But at the end, getting that interview and being in the positive response for you, and then that interview turns out to be the interview that helps you secure that job. Now, securing that job or getting that income is the part where the Supreme plays his part. Not now, you cannot play your part. If you say, I want to know and I know where my income will come from, I know where my money will come from, I know the source from which where I will get my money from which I'll get my happiness from, or other things. Now you're trying to play the role of the Supreme. You're trying to play the role of God. And that's something you cannot do, you're not capable of. What you're capable of is trying to do as much as you can. And then when the effort within the hands of human effort are ended, then what you do is you submit to God. And then he plays his part, and then you are able to get the outcome that you wanted, not because of yourself, but because of the 20% effort that you put, and the 80% luck, and the 80% outcome that he gave you, because he has the control and you don't. And that's what my understanding of the law of attraction is. Someone might even differ with my understanding, but that's what I'm sharing, that law of attraction isn't against religion, it's not against God, because law of attraction in essence means submission to where you cannot put your effort to. But what you can do is you put your effort to the maximum. For example, if you see a player who plays cricket, for example, and you see that that person he continuously is watching cricket, he's playing cricket, he sees cricket highlights on his phone, and then he's reading books about cricketers, he's trying to look for interviews, whether he wants to become a batsman, a bowler, or a fielder, that depends. Whatever department he wants, he looks in that, and he searches and he watches every single video. Now that person is having the mindset of doing better in what he wants. He's attracting that outcome, but not through attracting the outcome solely. It's rather coming through the means of putting the effort, trusting the process. And when you put yourself in the process, you feel the responsibility of that personality who you want to become. It's not about the goal, it's rather that you put the systems, the processes into effect. For example, if you want to become a better basketball player, it's not about winning a trophy in the NBA. Rather, it's about the processes, the exercises, the trainings, the daily routine that you have, the time you wake up, the time you sleep, the things that you're eating, the kind of days that you're exercising every single day, that thing is what processes, that thing is what really counts as the effort, and that effort helps you in achieving that outcome. Just having the outcome, you won't be able to achieve it. It's just like looking at the scorecard or looking at the scoreboard and expecting to win the match. If you don't play in the match, you're not going to get anything. And that's the exact methodology, that's the exact analogy that you can kind of implement in this case. And that is, you cannot have the outcome that you want without putting in the effort. And that's what the basic of, or the basic understanding of the law of attraction is. It's not just that you feel that there's something that you can do, you feel it, you try to meditate. Some people think that just because they'll meditate and they'll have the thought, they'll manifest it. Manifestation cannot come without effort being put that is within your control. If you think of getting better in your, any skill that you have, if you don't put in the effort that makes you better, you cannot expect to get better. It's just like a person who thinks that he will be able to get a treasure, and he still has the axe in his hand, but he's not able to dig it. If you won't be able to dig it, you won't get the treasure that you want. That's the kind of understanding that we get from the law of attraction. Now, for example, what is the science of law of attraction? It's basically what the definition is. The definition of the law of attraction is what the author has given in this book, is that I attract to my life whatever I give my attention, energy, and focus to, whether negative or positive. Now, that's the main important part. Whether negative or positive. A person who smokes every single day, he is attracting the energy of a negative person who has his life under problems, who has his life under, stress and depression, because he's attracting that, whether deliberately or indeliberately or undeliberately. So that's something, meaning it's not deliberate, it's trying to come. Maybe he's not attracting it with having the sole purpose that I'm doing this because I want this, but even if he's hurting his health, even if he's hurting his life, he's doing that without having that deliberate action, that deliberate attraction towards it, but he's still attracting that negative vibration towards himself. So that's the first thing. The second thing is basically the word vibration, the negative and the positive vibrations. We use the word vibes a lot. Many people say that, these are good vibes, these are bad vibes, I get good vibes. That vibes comes from the longer word, or this is the brief word of vibration. And that the longer word we use is vibration. The brief word is vibes. Now, that word vibe is often used to describe a mood or a feeling that you pick from someone or something. Now, for example, you may say that you pick up a good vibe from, when you're around a particular person, a certain person, and one may say that, I get a negative vibe when I'm walking in this part of the city, in this part of the town. So those are vibes, what we call in longer format as vibrations. So you attract those. For example, if you say I get bad vibes here, is that because that is bad, or is it because you're attracting bad? If you are someone who's attracting bad towards yourself and you just think, okay, I'm getting bad because this place is bad, this person is bad, this thing is bad. No, the attraction that you are attracting, the vibration that you're attracting towards yourself is negative. And it's because of the things that you're doing, whether deliberately, whether non-deliberate. But still, those are the things that you're attracting towards yourself. They are those which you're doing, maybe not intentionally, but your actions, they are a witness to what you are attracting. So it's not that a person may say, okay, I'm not wealthy, and then that person might be lying on his bed every single day, and he might not be taking action. He might not be applying for that skill. He might not be learning every single day. He might not be reading every single day. And then he might be expecting, why am I not getting rich? If you're not doing the things that are required for you to become that particular person, what you need to earn that outcome, for what you need to become that person that you want to be, is by taking the prescribed processes, the prescribed efforts that you need to make that are within your control. Now, as far as the things, for example, getting the outcome, getting the money, for example, you have the goal, I want to make £100, $100. That $100 doesn't come from sitting and writing on your notebook or somewhere. Even if you write as big as on a wall that I want to earn $100, $1,000, $50,000, that sounds crazy though, but you can earn it. But that is not because if you write it, you're going to earn it. that thing must cross the wall. It must be shown on your limbs that you're trying to earn that. If you're just trying to write things and you're thinking, okay, I'll get money, I'll get wealth, I'll be happy, that doesn't come with that understanding. You have to exert effort. When you exert effort, you put your time, you put your energy and focus to something, then you get the better outcome. But if you're not ready to even exert the effort and expect to get the better and to get the positive vibration from that particular field, from that particular endeavor that you're in, that's just like expecting to reach a particular distance when you're not even running. So you have to put the efforts, and that's the main understanding of what the meaning of vibrations in this particular case of the law of attraction is. Now, what is non-deliberate action? That's another phenomena or another important part that the author has discussed here. He says that many people are often curious about why they keep attracting the same thing over and over again. Now, you might be thinking, if you're rich or you're middle class or you're poor, why do I keep having that? I'm not able to attract money towards myself. I keep attracting poverty to myself. Why is that? Why do I keep attracting the same thing over and over again? That's a question that's very important, and that's a question that we keep asking ourselves. Why do I keep attracting that wrong thing, that thing that I don't like, that I don't want, but I keep attracting that? It's a very important thing that I want you to focus now. Everyone who's in the live stream, hope that you are understanding something and understanding the concept that I'm discussing here. It's a very beautiful concept that I have now I'm not gonna discuss now. I'm gonna discuss it in a very basic manner so that you can understand. So here the author is saying that the people, those who think, why do they keep attracting things they don't want? He's saying they're absolutely certain that they are not sending out anything negative yet in a specific area of their life. Then why do negative experiences keep showing up? This happens because they are sending a negative vibe non-deliberately, simply through their observation of what they're currently getting. Important point. For example, if you open your wallet and you don't see any money, by observing that you're not seeing any money there, or now you're offering a lack of a vibration of lack, fear, or some other similar negative vibration. Although you are not doing it on purpose, the law of attraction is simply responding to the vibration that you are giving and giving you more of the same. It doesn't know what action you are taking that is causing you to generate this negative vibration. You might be remembering or pretending or daydreaming, or in this case just merely observing. So the thing is, in this particular cycle that I'm going to discuss, this is a cycle basically. This is a cycle that you're going to have to understand for the law of attraction. The first step is you observe what you receive and have in your life, whether positive or negative. You have money, you are under poverty, you are rich, you are someone who doesn't have money. Both of you, listen to it. You observe what you receive in your life. You observe what you receive and have in your life. You have less money, you're receiving that, you observe that, whether negative or positive. Now that comes upon you. While observing, you are sending a vibration. When observing, or when you are reacting upon a particular decision, upon a particular thing that you have within your life that you're currently receiving, you are sending out a vibration in response to that, whether positive, whether negative, to a positive thing or to a negative thing. Then the law of attraction responds to the vibration that you are sending, and then the law of vibration, as a result, gives you more of what you are vibrating, whether positive or negative. So it's a very important thing. The law of attraction will respond to the vibration that you're sending. Basically, it might be positive, it might be negative, but it will give you more of what you are vibrating. So that's the phenomena. And then another important part comes, that the author says, whether it's a positive or a negative attraction, the law of attraction will give you more of what you give you more of the same thing that you are vibrating, that you are attracting towards, or that you're giving the vibration for. If you're giving a negative vibration, you're going to get that in the negative manner. If you're doing that in the positive manner, you're going to get a positive vibration. That's how the law of attraction works. So the next thing that we get to is the understanding of the significance of words. Now, he says that the most important things that you are going to understand is that for deliberately getting something that you want, words play the most important role in your life. And this phenomena that he's going to discuss is one of my favorite things that I've heard of, and it's something that's genuine. That's something scientifically proven as something that's very genuine, and you're going to get the understanding of why I'm saying this is so important. So he says that most of the tools and worksheets in this book are related to the language, the use of words, and most importantly, the feelings that are generated by the words that you speak, the words that you tell yourself or you tell others. It generates a feeling, negative or positive, attracting towards what you gave out as a vibration. You give out negative, you give out positive, you get the same of the more of the same that you have given out as a vibration. So why is there is emphasis, there is emphasis of words? Why is there? So he says words are everywhere. We speak them, we read them, write them, think them, see them, type them, and hear them in our head. The reason the exercises in this book are all based on choosing precise words is because the words we think and use generate the vibration we send out. The word homework, for example, can cause some people to have a negative vibration and others to have a positive vibration. The word money can hold a positive vibration for some people and a negative vibration for others. In the following pages, you'll learn that which words are causing you to attract the things you don't want. And he says your thoughts are made up of words. Here's an illusion showing this connection between positive and negative vibrations, your thoughts and your words. So words and then arrow, thoughts which are made up of words, and then the feelings that are created from the words. So this is basically this chart. I don't know if it's clear or not. These are the words, they create thoughts which is made of words, and those thoughts, they generate a feeling, and that feeling is what attracts the negative or the positive, and that might be deliberate or that might be not deliberate, depending on the kind of understanding you have and the more observant you are of the words that you're using. So he says, the author says, the words that are causing you to attract what you don't want. Now, this is a very important phenomenon. He says that don't, not, and no. Don't use these words in your life. Never use the words don't, not, and no. These three words don't use in your words, in your vocabulary. Eliminate them when you're talking to yourself, when you're talking about your goals. Eliminate them. They don't hold any value in your life. And let me explain you why. Don't think of the Statue of Liberty in New York, for example. He's given an example. And now it's for everyone who's in the live stream. I'm going to say something and you have to follow it. Don't think of a white elephant. Even though there's not a white elephant, I'm just saying that. But you thought a white elephant, right? So that's the whole understanding of the unconscious and the conscious mind. Your unconscious and your conscious mind automatically filters out the word don't, not, and no. When you use these words, you are actually internalizing in your mind the exact thing you're being not told not to do so. If I tell you not to do this, your mind generally automates the connection and it has the command of doing it. If I told you, for example, anyone who's a live stream, if I tell you, don't think of a black book, the first thing that comes in your mind is a black book, because your unconscious mind and your conscious mind, it filters out the words don't, not, and no, and you only have the concept of thinking about the things that you're being told not to do so. That's how the mind works. The conscious mind cannot do the negative or what you're telling them. So what if I say that I attract money? It will attract money. If I say, for example, I don't want to be poor. If you say I don't want to be poor, your mind's going to filter out that don't. So what is remaining now? I want to be poor. So you still have that energy that you're attracting, and that is poverty. And it's not because of choice, it's because of being negligent of what you were saying, and now you're attracting the energy you deliberately might not want, but non-deliberately you're attracting towards yourself. So he says the different words that you can use. Don't use the word don't get mad. Use the word don't panic. Don't use the word I'm not blaming. Use the word no rush, no worry. Don't use the word don't hesitate to call me. Use the words don't look now. Don't use the words don't be fooled. Use the words don't run with scissors. For example, don't use the word these words that basically you're using, don't use them. Use the better of that. Use the positive words of that. That's what the author is saying. When you make a statement containing the words don't, no, or Not you're actually giving attention and energy to what you don't want. Simply ask yourself, what do I want? So what do I want? Ask yourself this question, write it down. Don't write your goals, your dreams, and don't talk to yourself when you're talking about your dreams saying, I don't want that. Say what you want. And another important list that I'm going to discuss with you is currently not the part of what we're going to discuss today, because I want to keep this short, and inshallah I want to discuss that part, the other part that I have to discuss with you in the next live stream, not this one, because I want this to be short, because I want the people, those who watch, if they watch this, they get the understanding of the content, and they get the understanding of the part that we discussed, because too much of that would be creating difficulty for people to understand, and they wouldn't be able to get much outcome from this, and less benefits from this. So that's why we're going to keep this short, and that's basically till where we are going to keep the live stream. So I don't think there's particular any questions by the people, because there aren't many people currently. We don't have any people right now, so because we haven't been consistent. It's been almost 100 days since I haven't uploaded a video, so it's bad though, but I'll try inshallah to be consistent. And what I mean by consistent is not daily upload. It's just that I'm gonna try my best to put efforts into this, and my main mission for this is just spreading knowledge and just trying to give the best that I can as a person. And we have to try our best. Changing Pakistan, we all have to put our efforts. Someone has to do in some department. Someone's going to do business. Someone's going to try other things. I'm going to try my best to help and to spread and to kind of put my efforts into the department of knowledge. Try my best to put in that mission of making people read more books. Don't think that you're just gonna be a person who thinks that is gonna learn and you can't read a book. This is experience of 20-30 years. Just that 30 years being being condensed into 130 pages. So it's like you're completing a book in a week. Basically, you are absorbing 30 years of experience in a week. So that's quite brilliant, but if you do that, you're going to get a lot of experience. So that's the end. So thank you so much for those who watched, and that's the end. And we're going to end with a very famous intro. So keep learning, stay safe, and Assalamu alaikum.